EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for David Montgomery. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Goff to throw on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Tim Patrick, touchdown Lions. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. There's Ferguson, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. First down, Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and that will lead to a second down. To throw is Prescott. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. They'll throw again. Dak. This one is caught by Turpin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Dallas.
Again, Prescott to the air. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's first and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, it's Dak.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. On 4th down, they snap it to Dak. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on Dak.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. Goff to throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Throwing, Goff. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That one downfield for Cooks. And he's into the end zone. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Cowboys. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Reynolds now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Goff. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. In trouble, and down he goes. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far. You're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
On 4th down, Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Aubrey now for the extra point.